Okay, I'm going to go ahead and voice over this video as I'm explaining what all I'm doing to make the whipped coffee. I'm going to start out by 2 tablespoons of instant coffee in my KitchenAid because this is what we have a whisk for. If you're doing a hand whisk, it's going to take you a minute and you have to whisk really, really hard to get it to whip up right. And even with this KitchenAid, I put it on 10 and it still takes a minute to get it to whisk correctly. And by the way, no judging, it is really hard to try to record and get all the ingredients measured out correctly and put into the mixer with one hand. As you're about to see, I'm about to put 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. After I did the video, I realized that I only put 1/4, so I stopped, put 3 more 1/4, so that way I had a whole teaspoon of vanilla. So you need a whole teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next is 2 tablespoons of sugar. Sugar is optional though, so if you don't want it, it's not needed to make the whipped coffee. I also put 2 tablespoons of hot water. Make sure it's hot water so it's dissolving everything and not cold water. And I'm about to put it on 10 to whisk this pretty fast. While this is whisking, I have time to do fill my cup up with the milk. I just kind of continually checked on it. This is me starting with my cup. So with regular whipped coffee, you would just put the milk about halfway in the cup. I wanted to be extra and make chocolate chip caramel. So I put my caramel macchiato creamer in to make it halfway. I could probably even put less milk in and more caramel. But just to make the regular whipped coffee, you would not need any creamer. You would just put the milk in. I'm putting chocolate syrup in. However, I start to run out of chocolate syrup throughout this video, so I'm using the last little bit and trying to get it in there. I guess I really should have put the chocolate syrup first, but it doesn't matter because I guess it all gets in there and mixes up anyhow. Next, I'm putting my ice, which I did get Sonic ice, so that's what I'm putting. Ice is also optional. You can just have it cold from the milk, but I like having ice in mine. And it's coming together. Every so often I take and scrape the sides off, so that way I can get it in my mix. I also put some mini chocolate chips in, so that way I could drink the chocolate chips with my whipped coffee. This is when it's really, I have stopped it, scraped the sides, and it's really coming together. And as you can see, it's lighter. I put my bowl down so that way it could get some off the whisk before I stopped it. Whenever I use my spatula to get the whipped coffee out, you'll see it looks like whipped cream. So that's the tendency and texture that the whipped coffee should look like. I'm just filling my other half up. This measurement really makes 2 of these mugs. I believe I already said that. But I use a little extra just because I like the taste of coffee. And I'm sure I could make a bigger glass of it, but this just seems to be a good size for me, and I like using these glasses. They're one of my favorites. After you get all the whipped coffee in there, you just stir it down into the milk to mix it up a bit. Trying to make sure I get off the sides, and you'll see it'll kind of like fall down in there, so you can add more if you want, or just leave it as is. This is really kind of a as you prefer the taste measurement and not an exact measurement for me. I'm sure if you had frozen iced, it would taste really good in there. If you actually had the frozen iced, it would taste like a caramel frappe, which is, no, I mean a chocolate chip frappe, which is where I got this idea from. Put some more mini chocolate chips in there, some more chocolate syrup, which as you can tell I am running out, but we had another one. I was just using the rest in this bottle. And put my whipped cream on top to make it good. Again, that's just extra. It doesn't have to be there to make the whipped coffee. I just like it. Some more chocolate chips. And then the chocolate syrup. If I had caramel syrup, I would put that in there as well. Just make it that much more extra. And that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and my little tutorial on how I made my whipped coffee. I think it's delicious. It's now one of my favorite treats, so you should definitely try it.